Have you ever felt that there are underlying principles shaping the events in your life? Today, we will dive into the 12 universal laws that shape our lives, offering insights into each law and how understanding them can empower you to live a more intentional and fulfilling life. These laws align closely with the principles of Stoicism, providing a framework for inner peace and resilience. By integrating these universal laws with Stoic philosophy, we can navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom and composure. Chapter 1. The Law of Divine Oneness. The Law of Divine Oneness asserts that everything is interconnected, akin to a giant web where each strand is linked. Life is depicted as a grand tapestry with every thread essential to the cosmic fabric. This law dispels the illusion of separation, emphasizing that what affects one thread impacts the entire tapestry. In Stoicism, the concept of sympathy echoes this idea of interconnectedness. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the idea that we are all part of a larger whole, a single organism in which every part is significant. This understanding can shift our perspective from isolation to recognizing ourselves as integral parts of a larger community. When we see our actions affecting the whole, we become more mindful of how we interact with others and the world. For example, consider how a simple act of kindness can ripple outward, influencing not just the immediate recipient but also those they interact with. Similarly, a negative action can create a wave of discontent. By understanding and embracing the law of divine oneness, we foster a sense of responsibility and empathy, realizing that our thoughts, words, and actions contribute to the collective energy of the universe. This law encourages us to cultivate virtues like compassion and understanding, key tenets in Stoic philosophy. When we acknowledge our interconnectedness, we are more likely to act in ways that benefit not just ourselves but also the larger community. This holistic approach to life helps us find harmony and balance, essential for achieving a fulfilling and meaningful existence. Chapter 2. The Law of Vibration. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe is in constant motion, akin to the unceasing rhythm of a song underlying all existence. This law asserts that every object emits a unique frequency or vibration, resonating with similar frequencies in the vast symphony of life. In Stoicism, there's a strong emphasis on the power of our internal states. As vibrational beings, our thoughts, feelings, and actions contribute to this cosmic chorus, attracting similar energies. For instance, a person who consistently harbors negative thoughts may find themselves surrounded by negative circumstances, while someone who cultivates positive thoughts and emotions tends to attract positive experiences. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By aligning our vibrations with virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice, we can shape our experiences in a more harmonious and constructive manner. This alignment is akin to tuning an instrument to harmonize with a larger orchestra. When faced with undesirable situations, adjusting your vibrational frequency becomes a powerful tool for shaping experiences without denying reality. By consciously choosing thoughts and actions that align with higher vibrations, you can influence the quality of your life. This practice doesn't mean ignoring challenges, but rather approaching them with a mindset that fosters growth and resilience. Understanding the law of vibration helps us recognize that even seemingly inert objects vibrate at atomic and molecular levels, signifying an interconnected dance where everything influences and responds to each other. This awareness can transform how we perceive and interact with the world, leading to a more intentional and mindful existence. Chapter 3. The Law of Action. The law of action is straightforward. Thoughts alone won't change your life. You must act. It's the understanding that taking tangible steps is essential to manifesting your desires. This law asserts that action is the bridge between what you dream and what you achieve. Stoicism values practical wisdom, urging us to act in accordance with nature and reason. Epictetus famously said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This encapsulates the essence of the law of action. It's not about how fast you go, but about taking deliberate steps that are aligned with your values and goals. Consider the process of building a house. The vision of the house exists in the architect's mind, but without the action of laying bricks, the house remains a mere idea. Similarly, in our lives, we must take consistent, purposeful actions to bring our dreams into reality. Even small actions, when performed consistently, accumulate over time, creating momentum toward your goals. In Stoicism, this principle is reflected in the practice of disciplined action. It's not enough to simply think positively. We must back our thoughts with deliberate actions. This approach emphasizes commitment and dedication, reminding us that true progress often comes from steady, incremental efforts rather than sudden bursts. Applying the law of action involves breaking down your goals into manageable steps and taking consistent action towards them. This practice aligns with the Stoic emphasis on practical wisdom and perseverance. By integrating this law into your life, you can transform your dreams into tangible realities, living a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. Chapter 4: The Law of Correspondence. The Law of Correspondence underscores the connection between the inner and outer aspects of your life. It suggests that your external reality mirrors your internal state. This law isn't about drawing parallels. It's a recognition that there's a direct relationship between your thoughts, feelings, and the world around you. In Stoicism, this concept is reflected in the idea that our perception shapes our reality. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." By examining your beliefs, attitudes, and thought patterns, you can align your inner state with the virtues and principles you wish to see manifested externally. The Law of Correspondence prompts self-reflection. It encourages you to look within and identify the patterns and beliefs that influence your external circumstances. For example, if you frequently experience conflict in your relationships, it might be worth examining any underlying beliefs or attitudes that contribute to these dynamics. Stoicism teaches that our internal world is not separate from our external reality. They are intertwined. By cultivating a virtuous inner life, we can positively influence our external experiences. This understanding empowers us to take responsibility for our thoughts and emotions, knowing that they play a crucial role in shaping our reality. Applying the Law of Correspondence involves regular self-examination and introspection. By aligning your internal state with Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, you can create a harmonious external reality. This practice helps you navigate life with greater clarity and purpose, enhancing both your inner and outer well-being. Chapter 5: The Law of Cause and Effect. The law of cause and effect is a fundamental principle stating that every action has a reaction. It's the understanding that nothing happens by chance. For every cause, there's an effect, creating a chain of events. This law highlights the inherent connection between your actions and the outcomes you experience. In Stoicism, this concept is akin to the idea of living in accordance with nature and reason. By being conscious of your actions, you gain a clearer understanding of the potential consequences. This awareness encourages you to act with intention and mindfulness, knowing that your choices have far-reaching effects. Applying the law of cause and effect involves a shift from a passive to an active mindset. Instead of reacting to life, you become a conscious participant, taking responsibility for your actions and their outcomes. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of becoming a proactive agent in your own life. For example, if you want to achieve a goal, you must take deliberate actions that align with that goal. If you wish to cultivate inner peace, you must engage in practices that foster tranquility, such as meditation or mindfulness. Understanding this law helps you realize that your current circumstances are the result of past actions, and future outcomes will be shaped by your present choices. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. By aligning these with virtuous principles, we can create positive effects in our lives and the lives of others. This practice fosters a sense of empowerment and responsibility, encouraging us to live with greater purpose and integrity. Chapter 6: The Law of Compensation. The law of compensation revolves around balance and fairness. It suggests that the universe seeks equilibrium, ensuring that every action, whether positive or negative, receives a corresponding consequence. This law is not about punishment but about maintaining a sense of harmony. In Stoicism, the concept of justice reflects this principle. The universe operates on its own timeline, and the effects of your actions may unfold over time. This understanding prompts us to trust the process and maintain a consistent commitment to positive living, knowing that our efforts will be rewarded in due course. The law of compensation encourages us to be conscious of the energy we contribute to the world. By aligning our actions with Stoic virtues such as justice and fairness, we can ensure that the compensation we receive reflects our highest values. This practice involves giving without expecting immediate returns, trusting that the universe will balance the scales in time. For instance, acts of kindness and generosity may not always yield immediate rewards, but over time, they contribute to a positive and supportive environment. Similarly, negative actions may have delayed consequences, but they will eventually create disharmony and imbalance. Understanding the law of compensation helps us cultivate patience and perseverance. It reminds us that our actions have long-term impacts and encourages us to maintain a consistent commitment to virtuous living. This approach aligns with the Stoic emphasis on living in accordance with nature and reason, fostering a balanced and harmonious life. Chapter 7. The Law of Attraction. The Law of Attraction suggests that similar energies are drawn to each other. It says that the energy you put out, whether positive or negative, influences the experiences you have. This law is based on the principle that your thoughts and emotions act like magnets, shaping what happens in your life. In Stoicism, the idea of focusing on what is within our control aligns with this law. By being mindful of our thoughts and emotions, we can cultivate a mindset centered on abundance and positivity, attracting similar situations and experiences. This practice involves recognizing and shifting negative thought patterns, replacing them with constructive and virtuous thoughts. For example, if you consistently focus on lack and limitation, you are likely to attract experiences that reinforce this mindset. Conversely, if you cultivate gratitude and abundance, you are more likely to attract positive and fulfilling experiences. The law of attraction emphasizes the power of your thoughts and emotions in shaping your reality. Stoicism teaches us to develop inner resilience and equanimity, allowing us to maintain a positive mindset regardless of external circumstances. By aligning our thoughts and actions with Stoic virtues, we can attract experiences that reflect these qualities. This approach fosters a sense of empowerment and responsibility, encouraging us to live with greater intention and purpose. Applying the law of attraction involves conscious effort to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with your desired outcomes. By focusing on what you want to attract and taking consistent, purposeful actions, you can create a life that reflects your highest values and aspirations. This practice enhances both your inner and outer well-being, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. Chapter 8. The Law of Perpetual Transmutation of Energy. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy highlights the ever-changing nature of energy in the universe, constantly shifting from one form to another. Consider it an invitation to recognize the malleability of energy, suggesting you have the power to alter the energies in your life. Stoicism teaches the importance of resilience and adaptability. By consciously choosing positivity and redirecting negative thoughts, we can influence the experiences we attract. This law emphasizes that energy is never wasted. It simply changes form, much like how Stoics view challenges as opportunities for growth. For example, consider how a difficult situation can be transformed into a learning experience. By shifting your perspective and focusing on the lessons and growth opportunities, you can transmute the energy of adversity into personal development and resilience. This approach aligns with the Stoic practice of seeing challenges as opportunities to cultivate virtue. Understanding the law of perpetual transmutation of energy helps us recognize that we have the power to shape our experiences. By consciously directing our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can influence the energy around us and create positive change. This practice involves regular self-reflection and the willingness to adapt and grow. Applying this law involves recognizing the potential for transformation in every situation. By embracing change and focusing on the positive aspects, we can transmute negative energy into constructive outcomes. This approach fosters a sense of empowerment and resilience, encouraging us to live with greater intention and purpose. Chapter 9. The Law of Relativity. The Law of Relativity centers on the idea that perspective shapes how we perceive life events. It suggests that nothing is inherently good or bad. It's about how you relate to situations based on your experiences and beliefs. In Stoicism, this concept is reflected in the idea that our perception shapes our reality. By understanding that challenges are relative, we can foster compassion for others and avoid unhelpful comparisons. This law encourages empathy and the recognition that everyone faces unique difficulties. For example, what may seem like a minor inconvenience to one person could be a significant challenge for another. By recognizing the relative nature of our experiences, we can cultivate empathy and understanding. This approach aligns with the Stoic practice of viewing events with objectivity and detachment, recognizing that our judgments are often influenced by our subjective perspectives. Applying the law of relativity involves shifting your perspective and examining your beliefs and attitudes. By recognizing the relative nature of your experiences, you can develop a more balanced and compassionate outlook. This practice helps you navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and understanding. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and to view events with equanimity. By applying the law of relativity, we can cultivate a more balanced and objective perspective, enhancing our ability to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and composure. This approach fosters a sense of inner peace and resilience, encouraging us to live with greater intention and purpose. Chapter 10. The Law of Polarity. The Law of Polarity asserts that opposites like light and dark coexist in all aspects of life. It emphasizes the interconnected nature of these dualities, highlighting their role in shaping your journey as integral parts of the human experience. Stoicism teaches the acceptance of both pleasure and pain as natural parts of life. By finding the middle ground and embracing both ends of the spectrum, we can foster resilience and adaptability. This law calls for balance and the recognition that opposites contribute to the harmony of the universe. For example, experiencing sadness can help you appreciate joy, and facing challenges can make you stronger and more resilient. The Law of Polarity encourages you to embrace the full spectrum of human experiences, recognizing that each aspect has value and contributes to your growth. Applying this law involves finding balance and harmony in your life. By embracing both positive and negative experiences, you can develop a more holistic and resilient perspective. This practice aligns with the Stoic emphasis on accepting what is and finding value in all experiences. Stoicism teaches us to view both pleasure and pain with equanimity, recognizing that they are natural parts of life. By applying the Law of Polarity, we can cultivate a more balanced and resilient outlook, enhancing our ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and composure. This approach fosters a sense of inner peace and harmony, encouraging us to live with greater intention and purpose. Chapter 11. The Law of Rhythm. The Law of Rhythm focuses on the natural ebb and flow of life, suggesting that everything follows a rhythmic pattern characterized by alternating cycles of ups and downs. This law implies that, like the changing seasons, life has its own inherent rhythm. Stoicism teaches us to accept the natural fluctuations of life. By understanding these rhythms, we can navigate challenges and appreciate moments of joy. This law encourages us to flow with the rhythm of life rather than resisting its natural changes, much like the Stoic practice of living in accordance with nature. For example, consider the cycles of nature, such as the changing seasons or the phases of the moon. These natural rhythms remind us that change is constant and inevitable. By embracing these cycles, we can develop a more balanced and resilient outlook, recognizing that both good times and challenging times are temporary. Applying the law of rhythm involves accepting the natural cycles of life and finding ways to harmonize with them. By embracing change and flowing with the rhythms of life, we can develop greater resilience and adaptability. This practice aligns with the Stoic emphasis on living in accordance with nature and finding balance in all aspects of life. Stoicism teaches us to view both ups and downs with equanimity, recognizing that they are natural parts of life's rhythm. By applying the law of rhythm, we can cultivate a more balanced and resilient outlook, enhancing our ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and composure. This approach fosters a sense of inner peace and harmony, encouraging us to live with greater intention and purpose. Chapter 12. The Law of Gender. The law of gender emphasizes the presence of both masculine and feminine energies within all aspects of life. It doesn't refer to male or female, but rather to the universal principle of creation and manifestation. This law suggests that every person and every situation embodies a blend of these energies. Stoicism teaches the balance of logic and intuition, assertiveness and nurturing. By recognizing and harmonizing these energies within ourselves, we can achieve holistic development and growth. This law encourages a harmonious integration of qualities necessary for personal and collective transformation. For example, consider the balance between action and reflection, or between strength and compassion. The law of gender reminds us that both masculine and feminine energies are essential for a balanced and fulfilling life. By embracing and integrating these energies, we can develop a more holistic and resilient perspective. Applying the law of gender involves recognizing and harmonizing the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. By embracing both assertive and nurturing qualities, you can achieve greater balance and fulfillment in your life. This practice aligns with the Stoic emphasis on cultivating a balanced and virtuous character. Stoicism teaches us to develop both our logical and intuitive capacities, recognizing the value of both masculine and feminine qualities. By applying the law of gender, we can cultivate a more balanced and holistic outlook, enhancing our ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and composure. This approach fosters a sense of inner peace and harmony, encouraging us to live with greater intention and purpose. Understanding these 12 universal laws can empower you to live a more intentional and fulfilling life. By aligning these principles with the teachings of Stoicism, you can cultivate inner peace, resilience, and a deeper connection to the world around you. If this video resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone you think would appreciate it. Feel free to leave your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Until next time, embrace the wisdom of the universe and live with purpose.